17th. I'm really bad at telling stories. Hi friends! Today I finally wanted to start talking about my cancer journey. As of right now, I am 1 month absolutely cancer free, and that feels amazing to say, but a year ago it did not look so good. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, which is pretty common in men and women around my age. As of recently, it's been like a growing epidemic, especially around my part, Windsor, Ontario. Um, I had a 3.5 centimeter nodule growing on the left side of my thyroid, and it caused a lot of problems. And the worst one being it would suffocate me all night in my sleep, and I thought I was gonna die. I never thought I would go to bed at night and I would just think I'm not gonna wake up. And I went to my family doctor, who sent me to my current endo. He's amazing. Um, he sent me for a biopsy and an ultrasound, and they found nothing. They found absolutely nothing. But because it was causing me so much problems, I had to have it removed. January 17th, which is the day before my surgery, I recorded a video showing my nodule in my neck, and you could see the swelling and just how much pain I was in. My voice sounds completely different, and I was prepared to find out the worst then. But I'm going to insert the video that I made right now, and you can kind of compare my neck from now and before, and my voice, and I'll talk about it more after this video.
And that's the lump. It popped up out of nowhere one day. I was seeing cancer doctors. I've been in and out of the hospital. I'm sick all the time because of this lump in my neck. I've been waiting a year to have this surgery, and I'm finally going to have this surgery in less than 12 hours.
Alright, so now that you've kind of had more of a chance to assess my situation beforehand, I will tell you what happened. The lump was removed, and I came out from surgery feeling okay. I had a pretty good recovery process. I'll insert a picture of the scar the first time, and 1 week later I went to go have my stitches removed, and my surgeon told me that they had found my lump was full of cancer. It was black when they removed it, and that wasn't normal. So they were going to go ahead and remove the right side of my thyroid, which I had done on March 30th, 2016. Now, I'm going to talk about that in another video, but the day that I did find out that I had cancer, I had to go to the doctor all by myself, which is scary in itself. And I remember just going on the bus to go home, and I cried my eyes out on the bus the whole way home, and telling my boyfriend that I had cancer was the hardest thing that I've ever had to do, because he lost his mom at such a young age. So I don't want him to feel like he was going to lose me too. That was really, really, really hard. That was probably one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do in my life, just to break his heart like that. But I deal with a lot of depression. When you get told you have cancer, it almost feels like it's the end of the world, because in that moment you don't know what you're going to have to deal with going forward. All I knew was that I was going to have to go through more surgery, and I didn't know if I was going to have chemo or radiation, or what the extent of it was. At this point, I had cancer. I didn't know what I was going to do. So, at that point, I just kind of prepped for my second surgery, and like, you don't really feel, when you have cancer, you don't feel anything. It doesn't feel like anything. I lost so much energy. I lost so much weight. I was over 200 pounds to start off with, and I am now 165. And I've lost all that weight pretty much just from having cancer, and not having an appetite, and not eating, and just dealing with stress all the time. It really takes a toll on someone. So anyways, this is my first video in this series, and I want to talk more about having cancer and having a thyroid problem and my medication and all the precautions that I would go through before my surgeries and everything, and all the prep that I went through to go into the hospital for radioactive iodine, which was a bitch, by the way. So if anyone is preparing for that, please feel free to message me. I'm open anytime to talk about it. But as of right now, this is the first part of my thyroid cancer series. Please leave a like and comment if you want to ask questions or just see more. I will be back next week with part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sayonara.